Byram Hills in the state Final Four for the third time in school history, looking to play for the state championship for the first time ever in the program. Chris Amenedo has led them this far, winning the gold ball for the second year in a row. They are in Binghamton in the Class A semis against a Mount Sinai team that won Long Island and was very talented, as we saw on Saturday afternoon. The winner will get to play Glens Falls for the state championship on Sunday, and these teams would play an absolute classic. First quarter, Chris Amenedo on the drive, the take, the basket is good. Amenedo having an unbelievable postseason, but so is this guy, Dominic Pennzello, one of the top players on Long Island. Turnaround jumper there. Byram Hills trailed early. Efobi, so good inside. Put back basket for the Bobcats. Amenedo going to run this one down. The hustle plays for Byram Hills were good early on in this game. Driving here, Max Miller going to pull it back out after Amenedo comes trailing after saving the ball from going out. Buries a three. One of the only three-pointers that Byram Hills made in this game. They were great three-point shooting all season long. Wasn't on Saturday, but Max Miller driving, finishing there, keeping Byram Hills only down by a point. Defense comes up big there. Michael Najai off the bench. We saw the role players for Byram Hills make big plays early on. That was one, and then here was another. Off the bench, Ari Dreilinger drawing a charge, keeping it a one-point game. Still in the first quarter, in transition, getting it here in the final seconds. The basket's going to go for Marcus Magliora, but watch this. Three-quarter court shot. Kevin Kendall sinks it. Unbelievable play. 14-13. Mount Sinai led Byram Hills after one. You thought maybe some momentum for the Bobcats, trailing by a point after the first quarter. Momentum would really just stay with Mount Sinai. Pennzello knocking down the three-point shot there. Byram trying to answer. They got down by as many as 9 points in the second quarter. Amenedo with a nice drive and left-handed finish on that possession. And then later, Ben Wolf, pretty turnaround shot. They were down double digits. Wolf carrying them back, got them within 6 there. Later still in the second quarter, here's Miller, swings it to Wolf. Wolf drives and gets the right-hand finish there from the left side. Ben Wolf, only a sophomore, had 9 points in the contest. Max Miller, under 2 minutes to go in the half, knocking down the basket. Mount Sinai would take a 30-24 lead over the Bobcats into the break. Byram Hills still down by 6. Turnaround shot. One of the few times that Mount Sinai was able to get in the paint. It was out Campanelli. He had 10 points and 5 boards. But Byram Hills would go on their run. Amenedo at the top. Good ball movement here. And then the drive by Brody Ceisler. Like they said, Byram Hills didn't shoot the 3-ball well, but Ceisler, the three-point specialist, gets to the basket there. Cuts the deficit to 4. Miller, the drive, the finish. That tied the game up in the middle of the third quarter, and the Bobcats putting the pressure on. Here, Miller again, the drive, gives it up. Ceisler with the basket and the finish for the senior. He had 13 points in the game, and then this one, monster two-handed posterizing dunk by Zach Efobi. Efobi finished the night with 10 points and 17 rebounds. There, the floater for Max Miller. He had 11 points in the game. That gave Byram Hills their first lead since the opening quarter at 42-40. Some good momentum late in the third. This game, though, will be tied going into the fourth. Pretty feed. Once again, Miller finding that was Amenedo cutting to the basket. Miller had 4 assists. To the fourth quarter we go. This game, watch this play here by Amenedo. The loose ball tips it over. Mount Sinai player in transition. The layup. Byram Hills takes the lead early in the fourth. Byram trailing by a point, under 4 minutes to go. They get it into Wolf. Wolf, the one-hander off the glass is good. Byram Hills takes the lead back at 50-49. Under 3 minutes to play. Up the floor. Nice job there. But blocked shot by Efobi. The defense coming up big. And then Miller, with just over a minute left, makes the floater. A 54-51 Byram Hills lead. Timeout going to be called, as Mount Sinai needs to regroup. They're going to come out of this timeout and run a great set on the pass. Blake Kolsch finds Alex Campanelli for the basket. makes it a 1-point game, another timeout.
The whole game was a struggle. We did not play our best, obviously. You know, every time we felt like we could take a deep breath, they would hit a big shot or we'd have a pivotal turnover or miss, and it just, we never could get that full momentum where we could really, I don't know, relax.
24 seconds left now. Mount Sinai down by a point, trying to run the clock to get it into Pennzello. He misses. Campanelli, the putback and the foul count the basket. So Mount Sinai goes ahead by a point with the free throw to come. The free throw would miss, but then this, Zach Efobi whistled for a foul. Reaching in, watch it again. He gets called for a foul there. It puts Mount Sinai back at the line. Pennzello hits both free throws to then make it a 3-point game. Mount Sinai on the verge of securing a spot in the Class A state championship game. They got to hold Byram Hills here. They get the ball in, final possession. Brody Ceisler is fouled shooting a 3-point shot. He's going to go to the line down 3, needing all 3 to keep Byram Hills' season alive. He hits the first. A terrific free throw shooter. Ceisler, though, under incredible pressure, knocks down the first 2. Timeout going to be taken by Mount Sinai. Then out of the timeout, Ceisler, what guts. He goes 3 for 3 at the line to rescue Byram Hills' season.
Everyone dreams to be in those moments, and I pulled through in it. Didn't end up our way at the end, but it was an awesome moment.
So there's still 6 seconds left in regulation. Mount Sinai with the ball in a tie game, and they're going to throw that ball out of bounds. Gives Byram Hills one last chance, 1.5 seconds to go. Ben Wolf going to inbound it. This came really close. If you watch this closely enough, pass over the top, deflected. Amenedo gets a shot off in time. Doesn't go. We go to overtime. In what would be the first overtime, Byram Hills starters out on the floor. The Bobcats would struggle offensively, but defensively, not so much. Big block there by Efobi. Up the floor comes Ceisler. He misses. Efobi trails. A putback somehow goes in and out. It was maybe a sign of things to come in the 2 overtimes for the Bobcats, who were just so frustrated in the extra time. There, the drive, the right-hander off the glass, no good. The foul is called. Keeps Mount Sinai's possession, and they cash in. The shot goes. It makes Mount Sinai extend their lead to 4 points in overtime, under a minute to play. It was a 2-point game at this point. Here comes Max Miller. He misses. The putback attempt there from Ari Dreilinger. He's fouled. So down 2, he's got to go to the line to keep Byram Hills' season alive. Ari Dreilinger off the bench, makes the first, needs to make another. Dreilinger does.
I mean, you can't say enough about coming up bigger in those moments. Those are 2 seniors. They're best friends. They work on shooting all the time. And for them to hit those shots to give us a chance for another 4 minutes was special.
Final chance in the first overtime for Mount Sinai. They're going to drive. The shot off the glass, no good. Tipped around. Gets it from Miller to Wolf. Wolf's going to turn and heave. A miracle shot. Almost goes. And instead, we're going to go to a second overtime between Byram Hills and Mount Sinai. In the extra session, Byram Hills had their chances. And there, Brody Ceisler finally cashes in on the second attempt. Puts the Bobcats up by 3. On the other end, though, Mount Sinai, Kolsch drains it, ties the game up with under 2 minutes to play. Here, Kolsch off the rebound with just 2 minutes to go, hits Pennzello. Pennzello played the whole 4th quarter overtime with an ankle injury that clearly hampered him. Byram Hills down by 3, final possessions. The clock ticking down, 5 seconds to go. Kevin Kendall, 3-point shot for the tie, trying to force a triple overtime. It doesn't go. They can't get the rebound, and Mount Sinai does it. They have beaten Byram Hills 67-64 in double overtime. Pennzello led the way with 23 points. And Byram Hills' dream season comes to an end for this special senior group.
You know, it was an awesome game. Last game I played with my boys. We didn't know that was going to happen in the beginning, but just so awesome to be out there playing basketball with my boys. So just an awesome game, and
I really love this group. It's a special group. I think we graduate 9 seniors maybe. Just the togetherness, watching them grow up from middle school kids to now young men, how much heart they played with, how much they gave to this program. It's kind of like an unforgettable group.